Hello, hello, hello. I don't really have anything to report today. Well, I mean, there was one thing. One of my coworkers, as it turns out, lives in the area that I live in, and so our commute sucks. But we commiserated about it together. um, and as it so happens, he and I were basically coming home around the same time, so we happened to see each other on the freeway. It was great. um, yeah, I have just about everything figured out. I have a way to keep my clothes away from this one, just in case anything is still carrying pesticide or anything like that. Even after I wash it, like there's no way he's getting hurt by any of that. And that's always been my primary concern is that I don't want this little guy getting sick just because of my job. If I even suspect that that's what's happening, I'm gonna have to find a new job. All there is to it. But I've got that all figured out. I have my commute more or less figured out now. And soon I will actually have the area that I'm supposed to be working figured out. I think I was even in it a bit today based on what one of the supervisors was saying. He's saying stop. But yeah, no, we're not playing with that cable, buddy. But yeah, like I oh yeah, that's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. Yeah. So as long as he's happy and healthy, and I'm able to afford a roof over our heads, like, and I can still do the streaming thing. I'm probably gonna be okay. I really will. I think that's really just been the biggest concerns in my life right now. Is will there be something for me to have as an outlet? Will I have enough money? And will he continue to be happy and healthy? And I hope Loki can continue for a while, but it's I hate to say it, it's the writing on the wall. She's definitely showing signs that she's not gonna be terribly long for this world. Um, and it could be just that it's a bunch of moves back to back to back. It could be the cat finally started harassing her, and that's caused a lot of stress on her system. It could just be that it's finally time. She I was talking to the gentleman who gave her to me, and he just kind of like sprung like, "Hey, do you want this leopard gecko? I can get her to you in like a week," and dropped her in my lap basically, and I'm thankful for it because she really did like change my life quite a bit for the better. Um, and so I was talking to him, I was like, "I think it might be getting close to time." He's like, "Well, she's like 11 years old, so it's actually a pretty good long life for a leopard gecko." I'm like, I mean, if you say so, I feel like it's kind of bad just because I've seen so many things where people are like, "Yeah, there's leopard geckos that are over 20 years old." It is a genetic lottery with them to a certain degree, and with her being a very specific morph, there's also a very good chance that she doesn't actually have good genetics for a long lifespan because they are selectively bred for morphs that are atypical. So she might not have a good gene pool that she's pulling from there. Unlike if she was just a standard morph, then there's actually a pretty good chance that like there's a very good health based diversity there. Zag, please stop. I'm glad I finally caught that a little bit. It's not great. I don't know if the sound came through on it, but that is what he does constantly. And I'm just like, dude, you are not getting food out of it. It's not doing ow. It's not doing anything productive. Oh well. I'm almost done with my dinner. I want to start streaming soon after we get this all set up. I'm gonna be streaming Fortnite this starting this weekend. We hit $200 on the that's what I can report on. It happened last night after I actually recorded the other one. Um we hit $200 on the fundraiser for Extra Life. Which means I will be playing Fortnite and I will continue to stream Fortnite and I'll try to do at least one night a week. Um until I get a crown. And then if I do get a crown and it ends up being real fast, that might be all I ever play Fortnite again. But yeah, I might bring it into a regular rotation as like a thing of like, no, let's do an event with it, or let's do something else. And then the next thing is the reading stream, I believe. So I need to start getting some materials figured out for that. And then get it all put together and organized and start pre-reading some of that stuff. Because that's one I'm looking forward to personally. I love narration. I love doing narration. And I'm hoping that a lot of people will actually want to hear me narrate something. My voice is not always the best, but when I am in a mode where I'm reading something, I like to think that it actually does turn out a little bit better than my usual speaking tones. So keep an eye out for all of that happening. Again, Fortnite. I think I'm just gonna do some. Oh my god, you okay over there, buddy? Zach, stop, stop, dude. I'm gonna find some way to interrupt that line, so you have to stop doing that. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I gotta go deal with that. And I gotta go figure out stuff for recording Fortnite. Although I probably won't even bother trying to get it all set up until Saturday. At least it'll be done before Sunday, and then we'll be good to go. So, thank you to anyone and everyone who has helped with the charity stuffs so far. The number is still fairly light, so I could honestly go and ask everyone specific or thank everyone specifically. But it means a lot. It it is something that like now I mean, granted, we're a little bit behind on schedule if we look at the grand scheme of things, but as long as we can start hitting some heavier numbers around May, we should be able to catch up. And then I just want to hit 1,000 by the end of the year, which I know we can do in my community. It's been done before. There were a few more people who were a little more active and doing things involved. Oh my, this cat is going to get us. I think it's time I call this one a video. Be excellent to each other. Be excellent to yourselves. Tag. Be excellent. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.